Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. I promise you I'm not gonna let you down on this big one.
All right,
For
good.
real.
Good.
Your shoes, your feet are gonna have blisters. You're gonna be dancing so hard. Yo, Ellen, we go so far back. You don't tell these people how far back we go.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to
No,
any
well,
of them.
is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that?
Ellen DeGeneres' legacy is about to get tarnished after rumors of her name being among Diddy's secret list of associates started spreading. Allegedly, the feds had been looking to investigate her part in Diddy's crimes, and that's why she escaped the country. However, in a bizarre twist, if events Ellen might still get implicated together with Diddy if the rumors about this whole story are true. So you better grab your seats as we dive into the shocking story that has Ellen so scared and why seemingly people believe Elon Musk of all people exposed her.
You gonna try to be early?
Yes, I'm trying to be early.
Are you gonna be early for my party?
Yes, I am. No.
No.
You know I have to arrive fashionably late.
All right. Not too late, though.
Not too late?
Not too late, please.
What time would you like me there?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But not
Okay.
too late. Because, once you get there, the party really starts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Guys, in a shocking turn of events, it seems like Ellen and her good friend Diddy might just be going down together. You see, for years, Ellen DeGeneres wasn't just a talk show host, she was practically the gatekeeper of Hollywood. Getting booked on The Ellen Show could launch your career, salvage your public image, or guarantee your latest project became a hit. If you were famous and Ellen liked you, you had a standing invitation. And one person who always seemed to find his way back on her couch time and time again was none other than Diddy. Now, in light of the bombshell allegations and ongoing criminal case against Diddy, people are taking a second look at those seemingly harmless appearances, and let's just say the clips haven't aged well. What once seemed like lighthearted banter now feels more like a trail of red flags, and not just one or two. We're talking a sea of warnings that we all somehow missed. Take one of their interviews from way back in 2009. Ellen playfully asked Diddy if she was invited to his birthday party, and Diddy laughed it off, saying he always invited her, but she never showed up. He even added that his parties usually started around 9:30 p.m., which visibly surprised Ellen. She assumed they started way later.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Yes, you're definitely invited. I invite you to all my parties. You just haven't seemed to show up to
No,
any
well,
of them.
is it on the East Coast?
Yes.
Well, that's why. Why don't you
Yeah.
have one here on the West Coast? Because I work all the time.
Okay, well, maybe I have one at your house.
Where's that? Now, what time would your party start, let's say?
Like 9:30.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I could make that.
Yeah.
But I think of you of starting a party at like midnight.
Now, allegedly, word on the street is that Ellen and Diddy were much closer than people first thought. So much so that the feds might be looking into Ellen as part of their list of Diddy's associates who are persons of interest. And that's why Ellen fled the country. Last year, Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, quietly left the United States, and now that move is fueling a firestorm of conspiracy theories online. Why? Because as Diddy faces mounting allegations of crimes, internet sleuths are digging deep into his past relationships, and Ellen's name keeps popping up. A viral compilation of Diddy's numerous appearances on The Ellen Show has resurfaced, raising serious questions. Diddy was a frequent guest, always laughing it up, charming the audience, and enjoying a glowing spotlight. But now, people are asking, was Ellen just being friendly, or was she part of the inner circle protecting him? And that's where Elon Musk seemingly tried to tell people that there was more going on than we first thought. Elon was never one to stay silent on a juicy theory. He added gasoline to the fire by reposting a viral tweet that said, "It makes sense why she fled the country after the election." Along with the tweet was a screenshot of Ellen's 2016 birthday message to Diddy, which read, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs," or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle stuff. You don't need to know why. Now that final line, "you don't need to know why," has become the centerpiece of internet speculation. Conspiracy theorists say it reads less like a joke and more like a veiled reference to something much deeper, especially considering that Ellen suddenly vanished from the public eye not long after leaving her daytime show amid workplace misconduct allegations, and then packed up and left the US altogether. A person close to Ellen DeGeneres claimed that her sudden move overseas with her wife Portia de Rossi was just about escaping the chaos of the 2024 US presidential election, specifically Donald Trump's shocking return to the White House. But not everyone's buying that narrative, and honestly, the timing is just a little too suspicious. Reports now confirm that Ellen and Portia have quietly relocated to the Cotswolds, a posh and rural region of southwest England that's about 100 miles outside of London. It's the kind of place A-listers go when they want to disappear from the public eye, calm countryside vibes, and far from any flashing paparazzi lights. And this isn't a random choice either. Remember, Ellen already tried to step back from the spotlight by ditching LA for the quieter Montecito area in Santa Barbara County, but apparently even that wasn't remote enough. Now here's where it gets juicy. Insiders are whispering that Ellen hopped across the pond in early October, just days after Diddy was arrested. A source close to the couple claims Ellen was in England actively house hunting during that exact time and quickly snapped up a property she fell in love with. Coincidence? Or was this move a strategic exit? Conspiracy theorists on social media are connecting the dots fast, with old clips of Diddy on The Ellen Show going viral and raising serious red flags. Some believe Ellen's move wasn't just about politics, it was about distancing herself from someone who's now the center of a massive federal investigation. Suddenly, her absence from the public stage and her permanent relocation abroad has the internet asking, what does Ellen know, and what exactly is she running from? Now, with Diddy under federal investigation and several of his associates and former staffers flipping or speaking out, the theory goes that Ellen might have gotten out just in time. Whether it's guilt by association or something even more complex, social media detectives are convinced this isn't just a coincidence. Was Ellen simply being kind to a fellow celeb, or was she a lot closer to the fire than anyone realized? Now, the more people looked into Diddy's and Ellen's past interactions, the more red flags that kept popping up. Like back in 2009, not long after the highly publicized Chris Brown and Rihanna incident, Diddy made headlines for hosting Chris Brown at his house. Naturally, when he showed up on Ellen again, she asked about it. His response, "It's my house. I'm allowed to give my house to whoever I want." Number 2 is, "I'm the type of person who doesn't cast judgment on anybody. If a friend's asked me for a favor, then I'm going to be there for them, as long as the energy is positive." At the time, maybe that sounded like loyalty to a friend, but now, in context, that comment is raising eyebrows. It's part of a much larger pattern of Diddy portraying himself as untouchable, connected, and willing to use his power and influence to protect whoever he chooses, no matter the situation. And here's the real kicker. People are starting to wonder whether Ellen knew more than she let on. After all, she was a powerhouse in the industry, and if anyone was clued in about the whispers in Hollywood circles, the ones about those parties, those NDAs, and the double lives some celebs were leading, it would have been her. So now the question isn't just, why did Diddy keep getting invited back? It's also, how much did Ellen know, and how much did she help shape his public image while all of this was going on behind closed doors? But Diddy's 2018 appearance on The Ellen Show has to be the one with the biggest red flag and is now being rewatched through an entirely different lens. And let's just say the vibe has shifted. It was around Halloween, and in classic Ellen fashion, she pulled one of her infamous scare your guests pranks. She had heard that Diddy was afraid of clowns, and when he tried to play it cool on camera, denying it, Ellen didn't miss a beat. Moments later, a clown popped out from a box right next to his chair, and yep, you guessed it, Diddy lost it. He leapt up, flailed, and then laughed it off as the audience cracked up. Now, trying to play it smooth, he told Ellen, "I woke up this morning and I said, I want my life to be full of surprises. So thank you, Ellen." He even leaned over to give her a hug while laughing. Ellen, always quick on her feet, quipped, "You dance when you get scared." To which Diddy replied, "You really affected my street cred. At the time, it was just another funny viral talk show moment, but in 2025, people are reading between the lines." In the comment sections of reposted clips, Diddy's "I want my life to be full of surprises" line has taken on a whole new, eerie context. When Diddy said, "I got so many other things to be fearful of," now we know what he meant. The diddler saying, "I got you" has been one of the scariest things one can hear. When Diddy asks you, "Oh, you want to play?" you gotta tell him no.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, you want to play?
That's why I had to move this. You sat it on top, and I'm like, I had to move that.
You know, I woke up this morning and I said I want my life to be full of surprises. Ellen, I thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Ma.
Now, given the explosive allegations, he's now facing federal trafficking investigations, lawsuits, claims of coercion, and NDAs. Many are calling that moment accidentally prophetic. What once was a lighthearted segment is now being dissected as yet another bizarre clue in the puzzle that's unraveling Diddy's empire. Let's not forget Ellen DeGeneres herself was surrounded by serious allegations not too long ago, and for many, the fall of the Ellen DeGeneres show now looks eerily similar to what's happening with Diddy. Back in 2020, BuzzFeed News dropped a bombshell report that exposed what employees described as a toxic work environment behind the scenes of the famously cheerful daytime show. Former staffers came forward with disturbing claims of racism, intimidation, and even sexual misconduct by top-level producers. This was a massive contradiction to the show's signature catchphrase, "Be kind to one another." And that's when the public started connecting the dots between Ellen's squeaky clean on-screen persona and the allegedly hostile atmosphere off-camera. While Ellen did apologize publicly and acknowledge the seriousness of the situation, she denied that these allegations directly caused the show's cancellation. Still, it's hard to ignore the timing. An internal investigation was launched, 3 executive producers were fired, and ratings plummeted. Audiences started turning away, and Ellen's reputation took a hit she never fully recovered from. By 2022, the show aired its final episode. Now, with old interview clips of Diddy resurfacing, people are looking back at Ellen's show with a whole new lens. Diddy appeared multiple times over the years, always treated like a close friend of the show. But with the recent sex trafficking and racketeering allegations against him, some are asking, was there more going on behind the scenes than we realized? And if Ellen had any inkling of what was really going on in Diddy's world, why was he invited back again and again? With Ellen now reportedly living in the Cotswolds and staying low-key, and Diddy at the center of a federal investigation, the internet's conspiracy crowd is buzzing louder than ever. 2 major figures, 2 canceled careers, 1 common thread, secrets, silence, and what some claim is a carefully protected Hollywood circle finally starting to crack. Anyways, let me know your opinions in the comments, and don't forget to check out our other videos so you can keep up to date with all the latest drama from Diddy's trial. Till next time, bye.